Hello, everyone watching right now. I am still treating so many questions from the bearing and distances. If you watch all the questions I have solved here, there is no question from bearing and distance that will be difficult for you, right? So this question on board is still one of them. And the question says, a ship leaves port and traveled 21 kilometers on a bearing of 032 degrees, and then 45 kilometers on a bearing of 287 degrees. Calculate number A, its distance from the port, and number B, the bearing of the port from the ship. Okay, now without wasting much time, let us solve it. And the solving starts from sketching it first. Now the ship travels two different routes before stopping. Okay, now the ship started here, for example, which is our port. Okay, and start moving with a direction of 032 degrees. You know, from here to here is 90 degrees, so 032 won't be half of it. It will now come close to north. Okay, because it's not half. So here now is 032 degrees. All right, and travels to a distance of 21 kilometers. So after traveling a distance of 21 kilometers, it then changes another direction with a bearing of 287. Now remember that taking our direction is always start from north. This is north, south, east, and west. We always start checking our bearing from clockwise, starting from north. Okay, now this ship now change direction with a bearing of what? With a bearing of 287. So starting from here to here is 90. From here to here is another 90, which is 180. From here to here, because it's moving clockwise, before detecting where to follow now and move, to now begin to turn with a bearing of starting from here to 90 to 180 to 270, and adding 270. What do you remove from? If you remove 270 here, it will remain 17. Okay, so it will now move another 17, which will be very close to this west. 17 degrees will be very close. Okay, be very close. Will be very close. Here is the west, Abby. Will be very close, so that here is 17 degrees. Okay, so move straight and up to 45 kilometer. Okay, after the 45 kilometer, then stop. Okay, it will now stop. It will now stop now. Okay, it will now stop. Remember that here will be 45 kilometer. It will now stop. This is where the ship stopped after making a distance of 45 kilometer. And remember that the bearing of this ship is from here. Move like this to like this. Okay, all is 287 degrees. So remember that we have 17 here to complete it. Okay, 17. So all is, remember, here to here 90, 180, 270, and you get another 17 that make it 287 to complete it to the bearing. Okay, before I started moving to another direction. Now the question will now say, from after completing this journey now, the question say, what is we should calculate the distance from the port. The distance now from the port. This is the port. This is where the ship just ended. Now the distance now from the port will now be from here to here. Let's call that one A, because they say we should calculate it and we never know it. All right. Now we have finished sketching it. Now let us calculate this. Okay. Remember that we will use our cosine rule, which say that A, which is this side we are looking for square, is equals to addition of the other two other side, which is B square plus C square. We need here addition of here and here, minus 2 times BC cos A, cos of the angle opposite to this side. Cos of the angle opposite to this side. Look at the angle opposite to this side is what we will put here. Okay. Now we need this. Okay. We need the angle. We have this, which is any of 45. We have B and C, which is 45 and 21. Okay. Then we need the angle inside this triangle facing this side, which is angle capital A. And we already have 17 here. What will be here now to complete this whole angle we will call capital A now, all of them. So we still need only here to complete it. We have 17 on side. You know how we get 17? That from here to here, 90, 182, 70. Remaining this one, which 17, to complete it to 287. Okay. Now, how do you get this? We know that from here to here is alternate angle. From here to here is alternate angle. Okay. Alternate angle. I've taught this. Go to my videos about angles on a parallel lines. I taught it very, very well. All right. Now, here to here. So this angle here is alternate angle to this one. So if alternate angles are equal, so if it's true, that means here will also be 32 degrees. If here is 32 degrees, here will be also 32 degrees. And remember that from this quadrant, you know that these 4 cardinal points, each one is 90. Here is 90. Here is 90. Here is 90. Total of here is 90. So if total of here is 90, and we have marked out 32 already. So what is remaining here? You will now do 90 minus 32. 90 minus 32 will give us what is remaining here. So 90 minus 32 will give us what? 58. It will give us 58. So here is 58. Okay, 58. So when we add 17 and the 58, what will it give us for the total angle? It will now give us 75. All right. It will now give us what? 75. So total angle of this place is 75 degrees. So it is what we are going to use, okay, to look for this side. So now A square equals to, here is what? Here, let us take it as 21 square plus C, 45 square minus 2 times that side. 21 times 45 cos 75. We have A square equals to 21 squared is 441 plus 45 squared is 25, okay, minus 2 times 21 times 45. When you multiply it, it will now give us 1890 times cos 75. 75 is 0.226 approximately. When we add this and this, we now have 2466 minus, when we multiply this 489.17. When we subtract, we now have 1976.83. Taking the subject of formula, we now have now a equals to square root of the number 1976.83. And when we find the square root, what will be the final answer now? 44.5 kilometer. So here now will now be 44.5 kilometer. Okay, that's how to solve for the distance. All right, now let us look for B, the bearing. He said we should find the bearing of the port from the ship. The bearing, this is the port. Here is the port. The bearing of this port from the ship. This is where the ship is now. So the bearing of this port. So this line is what we use. So remember, our bearing used to start from north. So the bearing they're asking us is from here to here. Okay. Now remember that from here to here. So angle here is alternate to angle here. Okay. Angle here, look at it, I form Z. Letter Z. Angle here is equals to angle here. So here is 17 degree. All of this place is 90 degree. Okay. So what we need now is inside here. Let's call it theta. Okay. So if we get angle inside here, we now say this plus this plus this one. It has given us the answer they are asking us. We can get it from sine rule. Sine A over small a equals to sine B over small b. Alright. So the one we want to use now is this line and the angle opposite it, and also this line and the angle opposite it. So angle sine theta is the angle opposite here, which is sine 75 over the side of it, which is 44.5 equals to sine B, the one we are looking for, all over 21. The side facing it is 21. Okay. Make sine theta subject of the formula. We now have this times this. Okay. This times this. 21 times sine 45. And sine 45 is what? Sine 75, I mean. And sine 75 is what? 0.022. So let us multiply 21 times 0.0422. We now have 0.456. 0.456 when you multiply out. Now looking for theta, we are looking for finding for the theta equals to sine inverse, making theta subject of formula because that's what we are looking for. Now the sine inverse of 0.456 and the sine inverse of 0.456 will be 27.12 degrees. Final answer, which is the bearing they are asking us, number B, the bearing of the port from the ship is now equals to 90 degree plus 17 degrees plus the one we just calculated, 27.12, which the final answer will become 134.12 degrees answer. So that is how to calculate it. All right. Please make sure you subscribe or follow. Like the video, share it and comment on it. Thank you so much and God bless.